Hi, welcome back to RPTV Weekly News. My name is Thundercloud, and today my co-hosts are Kedar, Gabriel, and Brook. We present news that impacts on Regent Park and the surrounding areas. In this episode, we present the following news for the week of January 24th to February 2nd. Teachers and Community, the Children's Book Bank, hosts free programs for children. Nominations open for 2024 Toronto Community Champion Award. 502 to 508 Parliament Street undergoes Dixon Hall Renovation, welcoming First Occupants in the spring. Mayor Olivia Chow and Councillors visit Covenant House, Toronto. Bronze bust honoring Lincoln M. Alexander unveiled at Queen's Park. City of Toronto commemorates Emergency Shelter and Homelessness Service Worker Appreciation Week. Ford says move 11 ServiceOntario locations to Staples Walmart kiosks due to convenience.
The Children's Book Bank hosts free programs for children. In a heartwarming initiative to foster a love for reading, the Children's Book Bank is currently hosting free programs, including the enchanting story times for students, tailored for children ages 0 to 12. During these engaging sessions, each class enjoys a 45-minute visit where experienced volunteers captivate young minds with age-appropriate selections of stories. Following the delightful storytelling, children have a joyous opportunity to choose a book to take home and keep, sparking a long-lasting love for literature.
Hi, my name is Lori Beth Gregg. I'm the Director of Development and Operations at the Children's Book Bank, where we are, well, it's in there, but some of it is out here. And we are in Regent Park. We're in Daniel's Spectrum. What we do is we offer free books and literacy programs to children in high needs communities across Toronto. Our hub is right here in Daniel's Spectrum. We have a satellite location in St. Jamestown as well. And we actually have funding to open 3 new spaces in the next couple of years in Scarborough, Thorncliffe, and North York. We also have an outreach program where we give away books in other neighborhoods as well. So we like to say that we're all over Toronto, but for the most part, we're here in Regent Park. And we are here today to talk about the Story Times for Students program, which has actually been running since we've been open. We've only been in this space since 2022. So during COVID, it didn't happen so much. But before that, we were in another space, and we've had this program running since 2008. It's basically a field trip program, so teachers and daycare workers as well, not just for students, really. It's a bit of a misnomer. But kids ages 0 to 12, for the most part, can come in as a class. They get a story time or 2, depending on the age of the kid. Usually a 2 or 3-year-old is not willing to sit for more than about 10 minutes. But older kids, will have story times appropriate for their age. It can match, curriculum expectations if teachers ask for that. But they book a trip on our website. They come for 45 minutes. They have their story time, and at the end, they all get to pick a book of their own choosing. They take it home, and they don't have to bring it back. So it's a really great integration of, having a curriculum expectation met if that's what the teacher wants, having an outing, having a field trip, having a literacy-based thing to do, but then they also get to take home a book that they can read for pleasure, because we like to make reading fun here. We really like to make the association of reading and fun, so kids don't just think of it as an academic thing, like they have to learn to read so that they can do well in school. They can read outside of school, they can learn new things outside of school. Learning is fun, and that means they'll stay in school longer. That means they'll do more school. They'll graduate from higher and higher educational institutions, and hopefully that means that they'll be able to get better jobs in the future. So it's really a poverty alleviation strategy. So if you are a daycare worker, a teacher, if you work at a summer camp over the summer, you can go on our website. It's childrensbookbank.com. There's a section called Teachers and Community, and under that it says Bookings. You can book at our Regent Park location right there. And you can also book at our St. Jamestown location as well. All the information should be there. And you can always email us at info@childrensbookbank.com if you need help. But we'd love to see you and your class.
To book a trip for your class or obtain additional information, simply click on the provided booking links or reach out to Kishka Nayar at KAUSHIKA.NAYYAR@childrensbookbank.com. Join the Children's Book Bank in the mission to inspire and empower young readers, one story at a time.
502-508 Parliament Street undergoes Dixon Hall Renovation, welcoming first occupants in the spring. In a transformative initiative led by Dixon Hall, homes at 502-508 Parliament Street are currently undergoing renovations, marking a significant step in enhancing housing options. Anticipated to welcome its first occupants in the spring, David Raycraft, Director of Housing Services at Dixon Hall, reveals that the 502 units are larger, specifically dedicated to those ready for independent living. Meanwhile, the 40 units in 504 to 508 Parliament offer single-room accommodation. Full-time staff will be present in the building to ensure ongoing support and assistance for the residents. This project reflects Dixon Hall's commitment to creating dynamic, inclusive living spaces within the community.
Nominations open for 2024 Toronto Community Champion Award. In a collaborative effort between the City of Toronto and United Way Greater Toronto, nominations are now open for prestigious 2024 Toronto Community Champion Award. This annual recognition celebrates the exceptional contributions of community organizations dedicated to fostering health, solidarity, and positive change among Toronto residents, with a special emphasis on supporting Black, Indigenous, and other equity-deserving communities. The award provides a platform for residents to nominate organizations that exemplify community collaborations by building partnerships that strengthen neighborhoods and communities meaningfully, forging deep connections within their service areas to bring about significant positive change, working with residents and other community-based organizations under a shared vision to address unique needs through coordinated programs, services, and resources. Qualified organizations must be non-for-profit, registered charities, and or serve Indigenous, Black, and or equity-deserving programs in Toronto. They should consist of at least 3 people, be governed by a volunteer board of directors, and nominated by a Toronto resident. Nominations are open until Sunday, February 11th at 11:55 p.m. Toronto residents can participate in the nomination process through the city's website. Award recipients will be announced in May and will be honored at a special awards ceremony.
Mayor Olivia Chow and councillors visit the Covenant House, Toronto. Mayor Olivia Chow, Councillor Shelley Carroll, and Councillor Chris Moyes recently paid a visit to Covenant House, Toronto at 20 Draw Street East. The purpose of their tour was to gain insight into the agency's impactful work, assisting youth facing homelessness, trafficking, or at-risk situations, and to shed light on the crucial role of winter shelter services.
When I first walked in to Covenant House half an hour ago, I was welcomed by Victoria and Job. And I asked them, "Is this your home?" And they said, "Yeah, this is where I live. This is where I found friendship. This is where I'm going to be booking a medical appointment. This is where I'm going to find out whether I can get back to school." And this is incredible experience I heard from them, that they have a warm place, not just in terms of temperature, but actually a place that welcomes them, a place where they can feel at home, being cared for and supported. And within, I don't know, less than a month, Victoria and Job are right at the front of the drop-in center. As young people walk in because they feel a bit scared, the first time they walk in, they are welcoming them. I thought, all right, this is paying it forward. This is what a community, a caring community is about. And right here in Covenant House, it is a house, it is a home. It is a place of refuge, it's a place of hope, it's a place where young people can find their way forward.
Covenant House, Toronto, stands as the largest agency in Canada dedicated to serving vulnerable youth. Their ethos of inclusivity and intentionality underscores their commitment to creating a positive impact on the lives of those in need. Advocating for a future where all youth can enjoy lives free from homelessness and trafficking. Covenant House Toronto operates a 24-hour winter respite program at 20 Draw Street East. The program offers 30-bed capacity, providing each individual with a blanket, towel, and a small care package containing essential self-care items on a designated cot in the gym. Participants can access showers in the drop-in center each morning and are offered breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks throughout the day. At 10 a.m. daily, cots are packed up, encouraging youth to connect with resources either with the Covenant House or in the broader community. The 24-hour winter respite program remains open continuously until April 15, 2024, reflecting Covenant House's dedication to providing crucial support during the winter months.
Bronze bust honoring Lincoln M. Alexander, unveiled at Queen's Park. A bust of Lincoln Alexander, Canada's first black member of Parliament and a former Lieutenant Governor of Ontario, was unveiled at Queen's Park on Sunday. The statue of Alexander, who was born in Toronto and went on to represent a Hamilton riding as an MP for 12 years between 1968 and 1980, is the first black politician to stand in the Ontario legislature. The bust was sculpted by award-winning Toronto artist Quentin Versetti. According to Versetti, the bust was sculpted in the tradition of Afrofuturism, a school of art and philosophy that aims to tell the stories of black communities and people by combining history, science fiction, and fantasy. It includes elements from Alexander's life from before, during, and after he was Ontario's Lieutenant Governor. Alexander served as the province's Lieutenant Governor from 1985 to 1990, the first black person to hold a vice-regal position in Canada. He would go on to spend 16 years as the Chancellor of the University of Guelph, while remaining a vocal advocate for black Canadians. He died in 2012 at the age of 90. The province officially proclaimed January 21st as Lincoln Alexander Day in 2013, and it was recognized nationwide in 2015.
City of Toronto commemorates Emergency Shelter and Homelessness Service Workers Appreciation Week. City of Toronto has proclaimed January the 22nd to the 28th, 2024 as Emergency Shelter and Homelessness Service Workers Appreciation Week since 2023. This week, we recognize emergency shelter workers and homelessness service workers and acknowledge their vital role in caring for our city's most vulnerable residents. Emergency shelter workers compassionately work to deliver Toronto's 24-hour homelessness service, which includes shelters, respite sites, and drop-in. Thank you to all the emergency shelter workers and homelessness services workers in our city who continue to be on the front line as they carry out these vital services and programs for Toronto residents, posted Mayor Olivia Chow on X.
Ford says move of 11 ServiceOntario locations to Staples, Walmart kiosk due to convenience. Over a week after it was first revealed that the provincial government would be closing 11 ServiceOntario locations and converting them to kiosks in Staples and Walmart, Premier Doug Ford finally addressed the move that has raised eyebrows at Queen's Park. Ford said the move comes down to convenience and reiterated the previous response from the Deputy Premier that the change would save taxpayers $1 million per year.
Just like we pay for the infrastructure for the other stores, we're going to help them. At the end of the day, it's saving the taxpayers over $1 million, and it's going to expand the hours and convenience right up to 9 o'clock at night.
Not everyone can make it into one of the outlets from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're going to open up until 10 o'clock at night. People are going to have more access, said Ford on Monday. It's pretty simple. It comes down to customer service, and I think that was pretty distorted before. He added that ServiceOntario locations are already in private stores all over Ontario, but they are not touching government-run stores at all.
Why are we as taxpayers paying Staples, Walmart to retrofit their stores when we have lots of small businesses already providing ServiceOntario locations, supporting our local economy?
The kiosks, where Ontarians will be able to do things like renew driver's licenses and health cards, are part of a pilot project first announced in December 2023 to reduce the overall cost to deliver government services to the public. All the ServiceOntario locations being closed by the government are privately owned and run as small businesses. Only the 2 outlets moving into Walmart in London South and Keswick will be run by the existing owners, although that arrangement may change in the coming months. ServiceOntario has been steadily taking steps to increase service recently, like opening additional locations, introducing virtual appointments to update health cards, and implementing mobile units to access more remote communities. The specific location of the new service centers have yet to be announced.
Events and job opportunities in Regent Park community. And now for the events in the community. The St. Jamestown Community Corner is seeking community ambassadors. Eligibility is residents of St. Jamestown who are passionate about supporting the community, 18 years or older, 3 to 5 hours of work each week commitment. Additional language proficiency is an asset. What's involved? 1-year term starting in February 2024, honorarium paid for specific tasks, training opportunities and certifications provided. The last date for submissions is Wednesday, 24th January. For more information, contact athkker@stjamestown.org or visit us at the corner 200 Wesley Street East. Apply to join the Black Tenant Participatory Committee, the Center for Advising the Interests of Black People. The Center is seeking tenants to join the Black Tenant Participatory Committee. This group will serve as an accountability group for to support the Center for Advancing the Interests of Black People in Toronto Community Housing and advancing the Confronting Anti-Black Racism strategy. If you have questions, email the center.educationadvocacy@torontohousing.ca. The deadline to apply is now extended to Friday, February 2nd, 2024. Regent Park Film Festival is hiring programming manager. Deadline is February 2nd. For more information, you can go to their website at rpff.ca/jobs. Dixon Hall Skills for Success for Women in Regent Park, starting mid-January 2024. To register, please contact Pauline Lewis at pauline.lewis@dixonhall.org. The Regent Park Neighborhood Association and TCHC are recruiting 2 members for the SDP Community Benefits Oversight Working Group. Email resumes and personal statements to talkregentpark@torontohousing.ca. Regent Park Tech Lending Library is providing Regent Park residents access to laptops, tablets, and fast internet. Open 7 days a week from 1 to 7 p.m. at Daniel Spectrum, 585 Dundas Street East. Please bring ID and proof of address. For more information, contact rpna.techlibrary@gmail.com. TCHC and trial calling all small business owners in Regent Park. Are you a Regent Park resident with a small business? Do you offer catering, photography, create handmade goods or other goods and services? Join their small business directory and get connected to business opportunities in the community. If you have questions, email csr@tridal.com. And that's all for today's show. My name is Brooke, and my co-hosts are Kedar and Gabriel. We also like to thank our team of researchers that contributed to this week's show, and from our studios at Focus Media Art Center. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Hi, good to see you there.
Welcome to
The Regent Park Cafe.
My name is Humaira and I am the Regent Park Cafe coordinator.
My name is Halima and I'm the Marketing and Social Media Coordinator.
We're here today to talk about the Regent Park Cafe that is located in the heart of Regent Park, the Daniel Spectrum.
So Humaira, what's the Regent Park Cafe?
Funny you ask, Halima. The Regent Park Cafe is actually a cafe initiative that started by the RPNA, and this cafe is going to be host to numerous food entrepreneurs in Regent Park.
So you mean to tell me if I was a resident of the community, I could just be walking past and getting my food here from Regent Park?
Exactly. And it's going to be made by local food entrepreneurs that you may even know and love.
So come and catch a vibe with
the Regent Park Cafe.
See you there.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms. And if you need more information, go to our website.